The impact of divorce on children. Is there any impact? Is there any impact of divorce on children? Oh, yes. There are so many impacts of divorce on children. Now, this is important because uh, children are innocent. And most of the time, if not majority of the time, they are just victims of our bad decisions and bad choices. And of course, there is this saying that if two elephants are fighting, then most definitely the grass will suffer. Two elephants are fighting, normally the grass will suffer. Why? Because the mother and the father are the two elephants, children are the grasses, that most of the time feel the heat of the issues on ground. Now, let me just quickly run into how does this affect these kids. How divorce affects them. Emotionally, psychologically, they are affected. Because they are the center of what is going on. They have seen the impact, they have felt it. They have experienced what is this, to have only one parent. In some instances, both parents are completely missing in the lives of the kids. So psychologically, emotionally, they are completely detached. This eventually results in anger, grief, bitterness, confusion, depression, anxiety, disorders, all manner of psychiatric disorders could set in because of our poor decisions. Now, the degree of how this affects children varies depending on how the two parents handle the entire situation. If it's handled in a mature way, maybe the impact may not be that severe, but it varies. In some instances, parents just walk out of the marriage without looking back. The guy is so angry, he doesn't care what happens to the children. He's not even calling, he doesn't look back. He is gone because the wife has provoked him. The wife is angry, she has left the children completely, and for her, she has gained some freedom to kind of do whatever she likes without looking back. And these children are there suffering the consequences that result in depression, low self-esteem, poor academic performance. If you doesn't have self-esteem, will you perform good in academics? You will not perform any better. The anger in you will not allow you to concentrate, to do anything. Unfortunately, this habit grows with the children. They become products of what has happened to them, because a child of a divorcee will tend to divorce themselves. This is statistics. This is a fact. Studies showing that if your two parents divorce, you most likely will divorce yourself.
Other absence.
Yes.
Everything that happens is secondary to that. Like, it all falls apart once you remove fathers from the home. And I talk about that often, and actually Barack Obama spoke about this. He gave a Father's Day speech.
Yes.
And he started talking about all the statistics of what happens when you remove a father from the home. One simple thing: remove a father from the home, and a child is 9 times more likely to end up in prison, 6 times more likely to drop out of school. 12 times more likely to end up in prison, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, 6 times more likely to lead a life of poverty, right? One single element. And
anger, bitterness, they are not happy. Aggression will be brought into their own life, of their own relationship. This is what they have always known to be norm for them. So they grew up with it. All right? Yes, the long time effect is that even their intimacy with their own children is affected, their intimacy with their future spouses are affected. They have developed fear over the years, feel rejected. Even sometimes look at the society as if everything is falling apart for them. is a problem. You know, many of those children do are just based on their tenacity and resilience. But majority of those children, then turn out good. They are the ones in prison. You go and check the statistics. Most of the time, they are the one in prison. They are the ones also that have the highest form of addictions, drug abuses. It's not very exclusive, but then data is data, right? They are the one that is also uh, homeless. Why? Because this unit of the society is affected. Every other thing has to be affected. Now, sometimes if you want to help these children, you must reassure them, seek counseling for them. You kind of do a lot for them to kind of move them from the already formed state of mind based on how they experience they had with their own parents, because they feel they are not welcome, they are not like, if you're not ready to have a child, why not just protect yourself? You don't have to have them. You don't bring someone to the world and make him twice as bad as you are. That doesn't make sense. You are too selfish. You are so self-centered. Your partner provoke you, you walk away, you don't care the outcome, what happened to your kids. You're just too self-centered. It's very dangerous and very risky and legal. Right? Yeah. These lawyers are out for money. They can motivate you to leave your home so that they will be part of the deal of separation and divorce. You're losing. You're losing your own worth. You're losing your kids. You're losing, but they are smiling at the bank. You need to shine your eye. Yes, they are top there, top there. Well, we are not doing very bad ourselves in Africa. People are leaving their homes as well. Women are not more tolerant. Men don't give a shit. They want to just get rid of you quickly to move to the next lady. I feel sorry for you, man. You need to tame yourself. This word self-control is there for a reason. You don't be a loose dog that sleep with anything available because they're just everywhere. That's not how we are wired to be. You have to be smart. You have to be courageous. You have to be bigger than that. We're not here to just be sleeping around anything because ladies, beautiful ones are available, so I can afford to do whatever I want to do. Right? People want to have rights. Rights to do whatever you want. Hey, you want to do what you want. You want right. You don't want any accountability. You don't want anybody to call you out and hold you responsible. You just want to do what you feel like and nobody should question you. I think that's about what people. Now, why a divorce is affecting children, and the children, of course, are growing and filling up the mental hospitals. Why? Because daddy walks out and he didn't look back. Mommy is not ready to forgive. She's mad. She's angry. It's an issue. It's an issue that needs to look in. So how do you do it? Maybe I should stop here. Let me not talk too much. Thank you for your time. I can only say that God bless you. That's when surrender stops sounding weak. That's when bowing down look more like peace. That's when Lord quit being afraid and became the ground.